Let's move on to another story on the front of The Australian. Aim high on urgent reform, says Lowe. Reserve Bank Governor Philip Lowe, in his final speech, has urged the government to put in place a credible plan to bring the budget back onto sustainable footing, as he lashed politicians for lacking the will to lift Australia's dismal productivity performance. And we sort of knew productivity is his pet peeve, and especially the lack of in Australia at this point in time. Look, I think he's been completely malaligned by some people. I think he's been hung out to dry by the government. I found parts of his speech quite interesting when he talks about COVID in quite a positive light in terms of monetary policy. He's never been more nimble because government and, the boffins got together. Do we need another pandemic to make productivity better though?
Yeah, I mean, we need to reduce inflation. I think that's the number one thing. And I think he did recognize, which I very much appreciated, that they did go a bit too far with COVID and they did heat the economy up too much. There was too much stimulus. And that's kind of why we're in the situation that we're in right now. And so I do think that Philip Lowe should be taking responsibility for that. As the Reserve Bank governor, he is correct that usually he's in a role that gets all the heat and gets all the hate. And the politicians have been very good at pushing that onto Philip Lowe. And he's been a pretty decent scapegoat because he keeps putting his foot in his mouth.
He does.
So, like today, he did show a little bit of a sense of humour, though, which, you very rarely see
and
from
he punched
him.
back a little bit. He punched back with the media.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, look, I think he'll be missed, and hopefully Michelle Bullock does a great job.